Hello, hello. Ooh, I'm not even live on TikTok, child. All right, there we go. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. All right, so I'm just going to jump right into it. So this will be a live reading, a live collective read, okay? If you would like to book me for a private reading, that information is in my bio profile, and then also on YouTube. You know, it's in my community tab. Hey everyone, hey, how you doing? All right, so today's gonna be very deep. I really feel like it's gonna hit emotionally, and I feel like I don't know, we'll see, but that's just what I'm feeling. I feel like this read is going to bring out a lot of things that you guys may not have seen, or maybe you may not have realized it's there. It's going to help you like get over a hump or a hurdle. So it seems like some of you guys emotionally may feel stuck, or you may feel stagnant, and you've been asking for a sign in regards to how to move forward emotionally. So this could be the answer here. Okay, so the channel message here is, hold on, where is it? Darn it, where is it? You destroyed their fantasy when you stepped out of it. So you had someone that played a huge role, or was part of the narrative in regards to your awakening or the enlightenment of how this person really was behind the scenes, or more so like treated you unkindly. You were able to finally see this person for what or who they are. And because you were able to do that, you destroyed their fantasy. So I wanted to look up the etymology of the word fantasy, and a fantasy is illusion. Ooh, illusory. Illusory appearance. So something that seems to be, but it's not really. It's like all right, you guys remember Eureka's Castle? And there was a part in Eureka's Castle, there was a hole, and it had like all these like sparkly, it looked like it was like a hole to like a portal. That makes sense? Hey y'all. Um that's how this person fantasy, or this is how this person world looked. It looked very, how can I put that? It was like they had a canvas, right? I'll put it this way. It's like they looked at you as a canvas, very, very pure, very clean, pristine, nothing written over it, right? And it's like they wanted to use your identity, meaning you, your canvas, you are the canvas, and they wanted to use your canvas in a way that it would depict as to how they really wanted to live life. So a lot, today has a lot to do with like life, just life in general, or just like the goodness of life. Okay, so just stick with me; it's gonna make sense. Um, you destroyed their fantasy when you stepped out of it. The moment you stepped out of this so-called game or so-called life that they created for themselves, everything shattered. So as I was sitting here before I pressed record, I was thinking of some things in regards to the mirror. And to me, I realized that when someone sees that another person has a cleaner mirror, or their mirror looks more, more workable, or more so, how can I put that? Hey, I'm trying to find the words. This dog. Excuse me, y'all. This darn dog. Oh, goodness gracious. Let me pull a card. It's probably a delivery driver out there. Hey, y'all. Right, I was talking about the mirror. They can't see out their mirror, or they can't see their reflection of self. And because they can't see their reflection of self, it's important for them to have or to create some form of identity other than their own. And the reason being because they don't have an identity, because their identity has been cracked due to the things that they've decided to do, you know, in their time or their lifetime. They thought it was very justifiable to, oh my goodness. Like right on cue. What is this? See, this is a strong message. Like it's right on cue. That's crazy. Yeah, it's a strong message today. So as I was saying, yes, with the mirror here, because they could no longer see out of their mirror, they still needed to be able to see where they were going. And because they felt blinded, or they are blinded by the decisions that they made, they wanted to hitch on to someone that was more clear, or more pristine, or more so your vision was 2020, meaning that you were aware, or it could not, you could have been aware, or more so I was going to say aware into the point like you are at the point where you know what you're going to do in life in regards to like your purpose, like your life purpose. But some of you guys may not be aware as to what, you know, what you need to do or what you should be doing yet. So more so, dang, this dog is really on one today. Right. So because they were blinded by the things or the actions that they were doing toward themselves, they wanted to hitch onto someone that could see, meaning you. So it's like because you had a clearer view or a clearer vision as to where you were going, or where you knew you were, you know, on the right track too, they came in and like a leeching on to like a host, you know. And you will be considered the host, where they would just kind of like take everything from you slowly but surely, until the point where they now step into the reality that they've created for themselves, or more so created for you, because they're trying to be you. So they're creating a reality to be you. It's, oh my God, sometimes it's really the way they think is like, it hurts sometimes. The way they think sometimes. Hey, y'all. Hey, TikTok. Hey, y'all. Thank you, boo. Hey, boo. So what happens when you step out of a fantasy? I'll give you an example. Have you ever seen Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy that was on like PlayStation or Sega, one of them stations. I forget which one. But if you were aware of Final Fantasy, it really was a fantasy, I believe of a young boy's mind, I believe. And being in the actual gameplay of the thing is so whimsical. It's so this, it's so that. It's things that is kind of hard to believe, like it don't really exist, if that makes sense. And that's how this person was coming off. The things that you were doing was very hard to believe, or hard to know that people like you or individuals like you exist, meaning like very different, very unique to your own beat, to your own style. You do what you want to do, how you want to do it. You know what I mean? And that really, it baffled them in so many ways that they felt like it would be an honor to do whatever it is that they did towards you in a very negative or adverse way. Imagine somebody want to be like you, but they're trying to break you down so they can be you. Like they're pulling out all the stops to break you down, the protege of who you are, you. And they're trying everything possible to break you down, to step into your shoes. I don't care if you are twins. It won't fit the same. It won't fit the same. It won't fit the same. Not even if you are a twin. A twin comes out one at a time. I don't know why this person is really trying to be you. Like, it's just... It's really odd. And insisting that it should be. Hey. So y'all like stanker fronts or do y'all like foul fronts? Which one? What slogan do y'all like? Let me know, please. Gonna make me a t-shirt. Yeah, see, communication. They want to learn your communication style. So whoever this person is in your life here, it could be a mother figure, it could be a father figure, brother, sister, uncle, cousin, whatever, however, ex-friend, ex-coworker, high school, sweetheart, etc. However it resonates in your story, your whatever ex connection here, always wanted, every time they communicated with you, they always made you feel like you were dumb or you had to dumb yourself down for them. Like you would say something, could be in a very sophisticated way. Maybe when you speak about certain topics, you get very, I'll say nerdy, but in a good way, because ain't nothing wrong being a nerd. You know what I mean? I love nerds. So ain't nothing wrong with being a nerd, you know? Nerds are cool. And I'm not talking about the candy, okay? But yeah, they wanted, it was something about your communication styles in regards to how you spoke to them, but they never wanted you to know that they were very intrigued by the way you spoke to them, because it was like nothing you ever seen before. But a lot of the times when you were to have a conversation with the person, you could tell that they were intrigued by what you were saying, but they may not have show it, but they may exhibit it in regards to, so in their face, they wouldn't really show, more so they'll speak it, but they will say it in sometimes how do you call it? Like a roundabout way, not really direct. So that way you can't really catch what they're saying. And then if you don't catch what they're saying, they just keep doing it over and over and over. They're weird. So it's like they wanted you to doubt your communicative style with them. It's like basically they kind of wanted you to shut down. They wanted you to become mute or quiet so they can take over how they wanted to portray you. They wanted you to be like a puppet so they can control you in any way, shape, or form, or like a ventriloquist. That's what it feels like. Like this person really thought that you are so unique that they just had to keep you like far away from everything and everyone. And until they were finished having their fun and doing whatever it is they were doing out there, then they would have came back to you and just looked at you. I don't like this energy. This gives me like serial, you know what, vibes, and just all that dark, dark, dark stuff. That's just like, that's all that person thought. Like, there's some dark stuff, right? Some dark behind stuff, child. All because you stepped out of something that's make-believe. It's not even real. They would never know what it's like to live in a luxurious lifestyle. And I'm not speaking about money. Yeah, money is luxurious, absolutely. But I'm not speaking about money. I'm speaking from a higher perspective of things. Because when you're able to look at things at a higher perspective, the money gonna come. So that's not an issue. But in regards to protection is in reverse. They didn't have any protection. And they were doing a lot of things towards you to make you to weaken your protection. They wanted you to falter so bad and it didn't work. And they thought that by breaking down your protection, by basically getting into your mind with negative communicative styles towards you here, to get you to start thinking about yourself, or more so second guessing yourself to see, you know what, maybe I do overreact, or maybe I do, you know, like things like that. And there's nothing wrong with the things that you do. But because those qualities are so blinding to this person here, because remember, they don't have a mirror. They see your mirror, and your mirror just keeps getting bigger and brighter. You know what I mean? And it's to the point where it's becoming too much for them to handle. So now it's like they feel like they got to knock you down a bit or not. So that way you can kind of humble yourself. But who the f going to tell you to humble yourself? You know what humble means? Humble means to be nice. Do you know what nice mean? Nice mean ignorant. That's the etymology. Like, how you going to tell somebody that's destined for greatness, however that resonates in your story, But how you going to tell somebody that's truly destined for greatness in their own unique way to humble themselves when the divine literally sent y'all here to be just that, to be fucking great? Like, what? Make this make sense. You got somebody with no soul trying to tell you what to do with your life. And that can be spun in many different ways, boo. Like, what? So when you stepped out of the fantasy, the rose-colored glasses came off on both ends. You had them on and they had them on. You had them on because you didn't realize at the time what you were dealing with, or you didn't have any higher knowledge at the time to learn the true inners of that person. For them, the rose-colored glasses came off for them because they can't be you, and they're realizing that the mirror that they thought was theirs is not theirs. It was never theirs to begin with. So it's like they're looking at themselves in the mirror and they don't like what they see. So if you look in the mirror, you know, sometimes I don't want to use that example. Let me see. I don't want to use that as an example. Let me sit on that. Something gonna come up. Let me sit on that. I didn't want to use a mirror as an example. No. Something gonna come up. I'm gonna let it flow. No, I don't. Sometimes you have to be humble. I would never be humble. I don't care what nobody said. I just said look up the etymology of the word humble. And once you learn the etymology, you would never, ever, ever want to step into that energy. I'm not agreeing to that energy. And I stand very 100% firm on that. Look up the etymology of the word humble. I say things for a reason because I need for you to learn how to become independent on your own. And that definitely represents your mind. Can't always depend on me for everything. So yeah, you're going to have to learn how to look things up as well too. If you're going to challenge me, that's cool. Challenge me, but don't make sure you got your facts ready because I'm always coming with facts. That's one thing I don't play about. I always make sure I got my facts. Nobody can say, no, here's the facts. And you can fact check it too. I don't hide nothing from nobody. That's how I do things over here. I'm very raw, but I'm very truthful with the way I communicate. So I don't like that. I just don't. I don't like that at all. I think it's an insult. Anywho. Anywho, let's see what's next. I didn't like that. So patience is here. I have no stress, boo. I'm 100% great. I'm great. I have no stress. So we have patience here. So, yeah, they wanted you to be patient with them as they figure out the ins and outs of life, but they weren't figuring out the ins of life. They were just figuring out the outs of life. The outs of life to the point where they were outside. They liked the street life. They were doing whatever they doing out there, child. You know, however they do their thing out there. And they felt like because you weren't into that type of lifestyle there, that they felt like they can keep you stuck or keep you home, however home may resonate with you. It could be home within yourself. It could be an actual home. It could be spun in many different ways. But they wanted to keep a narrative of you being at a home in some way, somehow, shape, or form in regards to them. So that way you would never stray or you would never get too far away. Like they wanted the base of the home or the foundation, the faulty foundation that they put something together really quickly. They wanted that to be the creation of whatever BS they were trying to build, but they weren't building it on sturdy foundation because they weren't a sturdy person. They weren't a truthful person. And I can split it in this way. Let's say you hired someone to do some work for you inside of your home and it requires you to purchase wood. Now, we all know that wood have certain dimensions when it comes to cutting in, and you got to make sure you do it right, because if you don't do it right, it's not going to look right. Well, you got a person here that's telling you, and this is just an example. I don't know anything about it. I'm just making this up, okay? Let's just say that you need a wood that's like 5 by 8 or something like that, and the person you hire is know that you need 5 by 11, but trying to skimp out so that way they can, the money that you give to them, they're they're going to save, save money or kind of pocket it to kind of like benefit them. Like that's how this person was trying to treat you here. They were wanting you to be patient, but they wanted you to be patient without you knowing what you were being patient for. Like they wanted to create the narrative, but they also wanted you to be in the illusion of the narrative that they created, so that way it can work for not only themselves, but it can work for you. They really, truly, truly needed you in order for it to work for not only themselves, but for you too, unknowingly. So that's what they did here. So again, once you step out of the fantasy that they created, it's like, whoa, what the F? What the F? And it's like, Mayday, 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 1, 2, 3, because they don't have the host anymore. You were the host, and however that resonates, you could have been just the energetic host, you know what I mean? But you're no longer around for this thing to take from you. And because it can no longer take from you, everything's being destroyed. The fantasy, the illusionary fantasy that they created. But they needed you to be the star in their fantasy. It wasn't real. It wasn't real. See, you're living reality. You know why? Because it's your life, your reality that you're living. They're living a fantasy. They're living someone else's life. It's not real. That makes sense? It could never be real. They're always living fantasy. That's why it's an illusion. They thinking about it. Here we go. Or they having a thought about it. They having a thought about it. For real. They having a complete thought, and that, oh, here they go. They all over it. Hey, boo. Hey, Nidra. They wanted you to be patient unknowingly for so many different reasons. But all of the reasons only would benefit just them. Thank you. Etymology of humble is lowly, insignificant, on the ground. Why would you call yourself insignificant or lowly? You don't live a lowly life, so why would you say that you're humble? I would never say that I'm humble, because I'm not any of those things. And that's why I stated what I stated in regards to what the person stated, you know? So, but thank you for that. Thank you. So going back to patience here. Yeah, they never had any patience. That's funny. They never had any patience. It's like they learned from you in a very odd way. Like they didn't want you to know that they were learning from you, but they were always watching you. Even with the cat here, you know, a cat is soft on their toes, or they're light. I said soft on their toes. They're light on their toes. Especially if they're like in a hunting stance. They get real low to the ground. What's wrong with these cards today? Trust in the invisible is in reverse. Trust in the universe is in reverse. Of course not. Yeah. So they did not want you to trust in a higher power and a higher source, because that's where you receive your inspiration. So the thing is, you start off, or your inspiration starts off as a fantasy for you. But then you actually make that fantasy turn into reality. And that's where they're stuck. They're still stuck in the fantasy part. So when they see the things that you've accomplished, the things that you've conquered, the things that you've been successful with, it makes them second guess themselves to, like, you know, they feel like they got to step outside of themselves, that fantasy, because they're not living in their reality. They're trying to do something differently, or they're trying to live in someone else's lane, or they're trying to move into someone else's lane, or they're trying to disrespect your boundaries. It could be spun in many different ways, but they're not in their own lane. And they feel like the only way that they can be successful is that if they hitch on or hatch on to your whole thing, your reality. And it gets very dangerous, or it could become very dangerous in some cases here, because when they are disconnected or disengaged from you permanently, it sends them in a downward spiral. It do. Because again, you're living your reality, you're seeing it playing out, you know what I mean? People see it playing out. This is just examples, or it could be real, okay? But for the most part, it's just an example with no one name attached or anything like that, okay? Just saying, generally speaking. Let's say you bought a Mercedes Benz and you're driving around. People see you in a Mercedes Benz. You thought about it. You thought about it. You think about it, and you was like, okay, you know what? I give myself 6 months, or I give myself a year, whatever. However, you know. And you know, when the time came around, you manifested it. You're like, oh wow, now people seeing you in a different way. You know what I mean? So they can't put the two together in regards to the fantasy that comes to the reality, or more so the imagination. So they're still stuck in that position there, where they're stuck in their fantasy. They never were able to materialize it, or more so they were never able to manifest it because of the things they were doing. And a lot of the things that they were doing were more so disconnecting them further from spirit or the divine. They really was, because the things they were doing, they don't have no connection to their ancestors, nothing like that, because of the things they were doing. They didn't trust in the universe. They don't even believe in the universe. They're like, what are you talking about? They think the universe or you are crazy because you see, you know, however way you do your thing, but it say trust in the universe here. What do you mean talk to the universe? Why not? It's alive, right? It give you life, don't it? It give you sun, earth, it give you water, it give you a lot of stuff. Look, wisdom, see? I ain't making it up. I say wisdom, I ain't making it up. They do need to stop comparing apples to oranges. They do. And the sad part about it is that they're the only one that can fix it. No matter how many times you attempt to help or assist, they won't get it until they're ready to get it. And that's the sad part. And if someone is at that stage where they're not willing to get it, you cannot be around that person. Because the more you elevate, the more they're going to stay in that same spot. And if you guys started together, and you starting to ascend, and you're ascending pretty quickly, that's going to irritate someone. Is that your fault? Hell nah, it's not your fault. But even though, and even so, it's not your fault, you still got to be careful in regards to the company that you keep. So you still need to be aware in regards to people's mannerisms, their behavior patterns, and the way they interact with you when things, you know, come about for you in a positive way. You got to pay very, very close attention to that. Because wisdom, yeah, the wisdom. The wisdom is in the mirror of self. That's where the wisdom is. It was like they were learning from you unknowingly, but the things that they were learning from you was all about you. Because they were learning all about you. And because they loved you that much, they try to emulate you in that way by being you, by doing the things that you do. If that makes sense? Like a damn stunt double. Weird. That's why they needed you involved in it. Because if you're not involved in it, they can't keep up with the charades. Again, you are the main character in their story. And when you awaken, you're like, man, I'm not, what is this? Man, get the, you know, it's just, you know what I mean? You chop that joint. And some people can't stand being chopped. So when you saying you're dealing with sabotages, what do you mean by that? Can you elaborate further for me when you say that? The wisdom was always in the mirror of self, and they did not want you to be aware of that mirror. Which is odd. It's your damn mirror though. It's like they were trying to blind you from seeing you. How can somebody do that? But I don't understand when they say it's right in front of your face. It literally is. Literally and figuratively. It be right in front of your face. It really do. Like that's a literal statement. We got the eel here. Very shocked. Very shocked that you no longer want to play this game, or you're no longer want to stay in this fantasy. How did they put you in this fantasy? Illusions, spell work. Yeah, they needed to make sure your mind was foggy, drinking, probably smoking. They could have laced your drink. They could have laced if you smoke weed, they may have laced your weed. They did a lot of things to compromise your mind or the mental state of your mind. They did a lot of things. Like that was their main focus. Their main aim was to ensure to do things towards your mind, to put it in a predicament where you're going to break down. They needed you to break down. That's sad. Somebody listen to Pass the Dutchie on the left hand side. That's a musical group, I believe. Give me the music, make me jump and bounce. Like they're shocked you burst their bubble. Like look at Spyro. Spyro the dragon, the game. It's so whimsical. If you just look at it, it's a dragon flying and talking and collecting gems. It's so cute. It's so ooey ooey. That's this person's perception of life. But they need you to be involved because you are the main character in their life, which is crazy. Once you left, there's nothing left. They weren't even the star of their own show. You were. That's why every time you came around or they came around you, people gravitated towards you, and they hated that. So they felt like, well, if they weren't you, without you being aware that they're trying to be you, but execute you at the same time while trying to be you, it will be successful. Oh man, when you hear it, right? And sometimes you gotta let things digest or process. It's like, wait, they really think like that? Like they really think like that. And you know what's so crazy? Even though you say delusion at its best, yes, it's delusion at its best. And that's not something that we should be resonating with, if that makes sense. We should not be resonating with delusion to this extent of what another person has done. That is crazy. That means there's an issue with it. Because this is past this is past the surface. It's deeper than this. And there's a lot of individuals out here that are going through the same thing, the dark. And they're trying to take their darkness and they're trying to encapsulate your light. But you can't snuff the light. You can't. No matter how much you try, you just can't. You just... Like when you left, they had nothing. Everything tumbled. Everything. That's crazy. That somebody believe in you that much and they want to be you, like for real. Even though that is creepy, it is. But looking at it from a different perspective as well, that's crazy. They want to be exactly like you. They won't even take the time to learn themselves, to the point where it grew into a very nasty obsession, a dark obsession of wanting to be you, a dark obsession of wanting to be someone. That's a serious issue that's not being discussed. This person tries to keep like if they got to go out or whatever they do, they keep a poker face, but when they get home or wherever they stay, they just let it out. They yell, they scream. It's really night and day. It's really night and day with this person. Yeah, identity is in reverse. Hey, Monica, the subconscious is in reverse. They have no identity of themselves. They don't know who they are. They thought they were you. And when you completely disintegrate that fantasy, it's like, well, what's happening? That's what it is. It's like a runaway train to the destruction, because they're trying to get back to connecting with you, and it's not going to work. You were the best thing for this person. You may not realize that, but you were the best thing for this person. This person lived a pretty good life. I'll say that. I got to be honest. They lived a pretty good life, but they abused it. You're going to get all that back, of course. But they abused the time that they were connected with you. And that's why the karma is so harsh, or it's going to be very harsh. But they're quiet. So if they like outside, poker face. If they got to be online, poker face. But as soon as they get off or whatever they doing behind the scene, oh my God, boo-hoo crying. The karma. And yeah, and it's for a very long time. Longevity. Could be a Scorpio. Low vibrational Scorpio. It's for a very long time. Damn. This 9, 10, 11, 12. Wow. It looks like it could be spanned for 12 generations if they make it that far. Wow. It's a long curse, I'll say that. It's real long. Child. I heard 12 years. Maybe that's how long you were with that person. Attraction is in reverse. Could be a Libra. You could be, they could be. Scorpio, you could be, they could be. So it's either a Scorpio is not attracted to a Libra, or a Libra is not attracted to a Scorpio, however that resonates. Yeah. Oh, wow. Virgo is here. You could be, they could be. With strength in reverse. They don't know what to do. That's crazy. They don't know how to live life. They don't know what to do with their life. And this is where the obsession is coming from, because they were so obsessed with living your life. They don't know how to live for self. You were really their teacher. They would never admit that, of course, but you really were their teacher. But they can't do anything without you, and it's growing to a very dangerous point where it can get someone seriously hurt. I have to say it in this way because this is very serious. Yeah, it's really serious. That's mental health. Like somebody is growing a very outrageous and out of control obsession that is making them angry. Why would if that makes sense? For someone to be angry because they can't be you, that's crazy. How long do I have to continue to pay for others' mistakes, including my own? That's up to you. And then all these speculators and perpetrators with assumed and gossip opinions. Okay, so if it's assumed and gossip opinions, why does it matter? It's an opinion, it's not a fact. So why does it matter? If you know it's not for it to be real, that's where the realness come out. If you know that you authentically real, let them say whatever they got to say. You the truth like you say you are, right? And I'm not saying they're trying to be funny thing. I'm just talking to you. But you say you the truth, right? Then show that you are the truth. People gonna say whatever they need to say about you. It's how you handle the situation at hand. You gotta learn how to pick and choose your battles. Not every battle needs to be fought by you. People gonna say whatever they need to say. I've been gang stalked myself, and I don't even entertain any of that. You got to get into a mindset where you can allow people to put you into a fear state, because that's all they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to be in a position where you are afraid of them, so that way they can weaken you. And if you are in a weakened state, then they can subdue you. That's where strength comes in reverse. They start with your minds. They start playing tricks on your mind. That's where the psychological abuse comes in. That's where the emotional abuse come in. That's where the mental abuse come in. Everything comes in hand when it comes to trying to break down someone's strong mind. So it really starts with you. Yes, granted, I understand. I can relate to what you going through, because I went through it as well too. But the question is, are you going to live life for them? Or you want to start living life for yourself? Because if it's always he say, she say, you're never going to be able to get out the situation. It is what it is. And I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I'm going to be completely raw and honest. I've done all that as well too. There's many ways to skin a cat. I don't know what to say. I went through it. I have. And it's not easy. But sometimes the lessons have to be had. And you've had quite few warnings in regards to these individuals, and you did not heed the warning. That's why what you're going through is very harsh. There's always signs before the consequences come in, whether it's good or bad. There are always signs before the consequences come in. You're never going to be blindsided, especially if you connected to the divine. You would never be blindsided by it. But because we're having a human experience, we're living life, we're going through this, we're going through that, we miss the signs. And the more that we miss the signs, the more the karma gets bigger. It is what it is. It's the truth. You got to pay attention to the signs. You have to. I'll take me for an example. I did not pay attention to any signs. I was in my la-di-da, child. Like I was deep into my la-di-da. When I say oblivious, and I got myself into some really sticky situations, and it was to the point where it was almost like inches like, yo, you gotta wake up. I was forced to wake up. But it starts with you. I understand. I went through it. I can resonate with it. But you have to go through this because of the signs that you ignored. I know that may sound harsh. I'm not trying to make it sound harsh, because that's not where my heart is, but that's what it is. And if you want to change, you got to hear the truth, so the truth can trigger you to change. And that's what I'm here for. So I don't know how you're going to take that, but that's just what that is. I'm just going to keep moving forward. I'm not going to keep going back and forth, because I ain't got time for that. So yeah, I ain't got time for that one. I gave you some gems. So whatever you decide to do with it, that's up to you. But you don't want to take it? Okay. All right, moving on. Let's see what else. All right, we got the Knight of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles. So, yeah, abusive, showing off. Yeah, this person was very reckless towards you, and they were always practicing new things. And one of you guys, did you guys have like a gun to your head or something? Or somebody did that towards you or placed one towards you or something like that? I just see. The moon is here. Did somebody go through something like that? Some kind of domestic violence in that way with the moon? This is being revealed. Hey, Michelle. You got to go through my website, Kelly. Okay, your mother was involved in this. The moon, if this resonates with you. Your mother was involved. Mother and father. Wow. The moon and the sun. See the sun right there? The crescent? But it's like the father may have played a role. So if you were in a two-parent household and your parents are against you, they both were involved. So for whoever that resonates for, I'm taking that as strong confirmation. We got Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Very jealous, very nasty spirited, mean spirited. Thank you. Very mean spirited. They live life through the eyes of you. And they gave you the scrap for it. They wanted to live your life so bad that they were willing to do anything possible to ensure that you weren't able to live your life the way you want to live your life. And that's really sad. Why? What's up? Why are you taking the bag? The way that these individuals think is so sadistic, and I have to go there. It's very sadistic and it's very twisted. And I can understand and I can see why they really go the extra mile to ensure that people are not aware as to how they truly are in that way, that manner. Because it really is stomach turning, it's really gut wrenching in regards to, it's just, go in regards to just how they are. It's just, Nine of Cups for money. The luxury of you. So they were living life through you. The hangman, the sacrifice. They were living life through your eyes. Like I said, they needed you to be there, but not be there. I just keep thinking the unimaginable, like that word keeps popping up. So like a severe abuse, like this is just odd. People are just, people are so, child. This is sad. Hey, Caroline. It's for whoever it resonates for. It's a collective read. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Intimate relationships. They wanted to know the most intimate parts of you to the point, in some cases that way, if you catch my drift. But more intimate in regards to your mannerisms. They wanted to learn you intimately in that way. Like a DNA of you. They wanted to intimately learn the DNA of you so they can be you. I hope I don't, I'm just gonna say it. Like I feel like, and of course it's not gonna resonate for everybody, but this just from my experience, from my point of view. Um, I realized that I had gifts since I was a young child, very profound gifts. And the people that I grew up with, or so-called raised me, they were very aware, and they always will push the Bible onto like my third eye or my head and kind of thump it to like beat the intuition out of me, I guess. And it's just really odd that they would just always tend to God to do it. Like they wanted God to punish you for being greedy. It was like they were trying to get God to go against you. Well, why would God go against you if you were created from God? You see where I'm going with that? It just makes you think like like you saying to obey. Here, just hear me out. They're telling you to obey God. Okay, cool. But then you're doing things in a reverse way to make you feel like it's okay because it just I, they're using the Bible against people. Man, man. Do as I say, not as I do. Yep, but they just stop right there though. They don't go any further. And the other one is honor thy mother and parents, and they stop right there. They would not go any further. That's why they don't like you asking questions. And I encourage you to ask questions. Always ask questions. What was that, Sierra? Yeah, unwanted attention. You brought forth the attention that they always wanted, but also in the same breath it still became unwanted attention because when people came around, you still stole the show. But you stole the show because you're being you. You're being you. That's all you can be, is you. So even though they're with you, they're trying to emulate you, they're trying to be like you, and they try to be like you amongst other people, you still come out brighter, if that makes sense. And it irritates them to no end. So they're trying to use you without you being aware that they're using you, but they get mad when they're trying to use you and they can't use you in the way that they want to because they're not you. They're not you. Man. Child, yes, Bill. It don't make sense, man. Just makes you think about a lot of things that you may have learned over the past years, and it's like, you know. That's why they were so adamant with you, like not tapping into your higher self and praying to your ancestors and connecting with your ancestors and connecting with tarot cards and oracle. You know what I mean? But going back to this, yeah, look, choose to be here. Of course you chose to be here. They didn't want you to feel that way, because the more happy you feel, or just the more you are into yourself, the more you just glow. You just glow. You can't help it. You are connected. Being able to wake up in the morning is a blessing. Like, I take the smaller things with a lot of gratitude. Waking up, being able to stretch, getting up, being able to walk around with no pain, like little stuff like that that a lot of people take for granted. I don't take stuff like that for granted. I want every morsel of goodness that I can for myself, and I make sure, you know what I mean? So y'all can have that jump right there. Woo. But they just couldn't stand that it was you. They wanted to be you, but You couldn't be there. You just take everything away from people. Like, why do people think, what do you mean take? Nothing can be taken from someone if it's meant for them. Like, what? You can't take someone's confidence away. That's not cool because you don't have it. Well, then find somebody to help you get it or whatever. Find different ways. But trying to break somebody down because you don't have the same confidence that they have is crazy. Nope, no German. I don't know German. Thank you. Thank you. They don't want you to outshine. But how are you going to you're not, what do you mean outshine? Outshine what? You're just being you. Again, when I say you got to pay attention to how people speak to you, you're going to outshine them. Dang, that's how you think of me? I'm going to outshine you and you don't even think like that. But they will say stuff like that towards you. They talking to you on a regular, but they talking to you on a sly. They be trying to jab at you low. You be like, oh, you about to go and get a little car? Little car? Like what? Yes, this reading is sad, but like I said, you need the truth so they can trigger you into do something different. So yes, I understand. Yeah, you extra. Yeah, like how you gonna be you extra because you connected? Or can I have some more energy? Yeah, sure. And you boppity booping and da and all that stuff, and you having your la-di-da moments, yeah, you gonna have more energy. It's just that's where your extra comes from. It comes from the divine. Just say you just jealous, boo. Tell her you just jealous. That's all. So have you ever noticed that when you were amongst people, let's say like family members, and you guys went out, before you guys were amongst people, they were their normal self. But as soon as you go out with other people, they start to act like you or talk like you or maybe like, you know what I mean? Have you ever noticed that with people from the past? They hated the attention you got. Yeah, they bullied you for that. It could be online or offline. They bullied you for having attention. Attention is not that serious. If you're craving that much attention, that means that you need to pay attention to self. That's the issue. The self is needing to be attended to. But they're looking for someone to do it for them. A person can heal another person but for so long. I'm just being honest. The real healing starts within, and they refuse to do it. They refuse to do it. It's something else. Amethyst. Misjudgment. Misjudgment, man. They knew they were misjudging you. They didn't care. It's like they enjoyed they enjoyed the mistreatment that you received. That's weird. And you know what's even weirder? That the mistreatment that they about to receive is 10 times harsher than what you received. And damn. I'll put it in this way. They may have saw you when you were down, meaning like you probably had like a moment where you cried or whatever the case may be. And they probably saw that. And they laughed at that. But they got to remember that same face or that same picture as to maybe you were crying in their arms, however it resonates. But they got to remember that same picture when they go through that 10 times harder or 10 times more. You're not going to be able to take that. They're not going to be able to take that. It's like a dream of a nightmare. It turned into a dream, and that was a nightmare. Yeah. It do make you, yep. That makes you think, do you really love me? No. Love don't make you do crazy things. No, it doesn't. And I really I have to actually stop saying that. Now I understand the context of it. Love don't make you do crazy things. Let's sit with that for a moment. Love make you do crazy things. No. Because if you got to do crazy things to love me, that's not love. So, yeah, no. Love don't make you do crazy things. Absolutely not. And we just say it so with no context. We just say it. But that's what that is. Oh, I like that. After post, thank you. Got success. Oh, man. Yeah, they wanted to be successful with the success of you. Yep, they wanted to manipulate how you saw yourself. That's why they were always in your face, talking down on you, very negative, because they needed for you to see it in a different way. And that's where oh, you extra, or you think you all that, or you think you know too much, or you damn heifer. Then if I think I know all this stuff, stay away from me. Yeah. If you think I'm all these things that you saying I am, then stay the hell away from me. Okay? So that way you ain't got to deal with it no more. You ain't got to complain. You ain't got to hear my voice. You ain't got to see my face. You know what I mean? If you don't like me, leave, but no. And I say that generally speaking, of course. It don't make no damn sense, child. How you gonna be successful on the back of another person? And then when that person finally stand up, you're like, whoa, 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 wait, ain't no whoa, 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 wait. Where your shit at? Where your lane at? Where your stuff at? I ain't got it. Well, what that got to do with us? It's always bums want to hatch on to other people's success. And success could be spun in many different ways. Y'all be careful of these people coming this winter time now, because yeah, winter gonna be it's gonna be a little cold. Yeah. Gonna be a little cold now. Yeah. You go ahead. A lot of people, oh, I love you, and I know, ain't no, Make sure that the lessons that you learn from your experience, make sure that you prepare, take your time. You gotta rush you anything. Don't allow anyone to rush you to make no kind of decision at all. If you're not ready, you're not ready, and say no. If they get upset that you say no, they not your peoples. Keep that in the back of your mind. They're my peoples. Nah, that ain't my peoples. Meaning, do they agree with me? Can we vibe? That's what I mean. Those are your peoples in that kind of way. And if they doing crazy, outlandish things behind your back, them not your peoples, boo. They would not be your peoples, not at all. No, sir, no, ma'am. See, justice is in reverse. Yeah, no. Like they wanted to wean you into negativity and then swap out into, oh yeah, but even so, when they did do it around you, it was so fake. It wasn't real. It wasn't authentic. Because it wasn't them. I guess you give off the idea of posh or elegance, regal. And this goes for both masculine and feminine. That's just the energy you give off. And it looks like there's a certain way to do that or carry that. And they want to exactly emulate that, which is you. It's like you are the perfect prototype for how they want to be seen in society. But with your existence, to the point where they were trying to get rid of your existence. Like they can't have two of us here, if that makes sense. This is mental illness. Big time. That someone think that they're you and want to fight you for being you. To the point where it can turn into some really crazy obsessions here. It's like you raise an ant's nest or you raise a hornet's nest. Yeah, we got limiting beliefs. This person believes that the only way that they can be successful is through you. That's the only way they can be successful is through you. Because their beliefs are so limited. Like this person remind me of 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams. And he was like documenting this one family that was taking pictures and all that stuff. And he had like a big row, or more so like a big wall of many different pictures that he took from this family. Like, this is how this person is. Like, they got a, that's how it would look. Like, that's how it look. Like a big wall, and they got all your information. Like, this is weird. Like, they got all this detailed, intricate information about you. It's so odd. It's like chillingly odd. This is chillingly odd. Yeah, 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams. His name was Cy in there. He was a photo technician. And everything was white. Like the whole movie, everything was in white. And I thought that was I looked at the meaning a little deeper, and I thought that was pretty cool to have everything in white, but certain parts or certain splash of color. So, but formulate your own, perception, and then you go from there. If that's what you're led to do, Marcella. So feeling bad about yourself is in reverse. So that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to get you to feel bad about yourself for you leaving them behind. They're wanting for you to double back or come back. I'm here. I need you to come back. You captivate. They're trying to put you in a position where, I don't know, this is getting a little creepy. Yeah, this person's not right in their mind. Yeah, no, I'm not going that deep. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm not going that deep. Sometimes too much information is too much information, you know, and that just gives me, it's just real icky, like real icky vibes versus real dark. Real dark. Yeah, love is in reverse. Yeah, they're like grotesquely dark. That's an understatement. We have belief. I feel like they would have been okay with you just being by yourself and no one was around you, because if no one is around you and they're out there being you, people are going to gravitate towards you. But as mentioned before, attention is a hell of a drug, because when people feel loved, so here's the thing, they want to feel like people love them for them. But how can people love them for them when they don't even love them for themselves? They don't even know the first thing in regards to what self-love would even look like in regards to, you know, them. It's like this person just wanted to bum off you for the rest of their life. They were bummy. They were so bummy. But they were acting like they weren't. You gave them life in so many different ways. That could be spun in so many different ways. And the moment you took that life away, that was it. It was over. That was it. Yeah, clarity. Yeah. Look, going back to clarity, you see the justice scale, but the justice has two scales. Why is one hidden? It's like one was hidden because it didn't want you to be aware or gain clarity. See, I love you, man. They feel that's what they have, or they feel like they feel what they have is enough in regards to make you overlook all of this. Someone's coming towards you to make you overlook all that they have done towards you. Yeah. And they're really trying to lay on the I love yous very, very, I'll say in a stank manner. I don't like it. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not doing no signs. If you want to book a reading, you can go through my website. My girls just put down the information. Thank ya. I'm not doing no personal readings on here. Nope, nope, nope. I didn't even realize. Look in the mirror, child. Look, person in the mirror. I love you. I cannot. They're like, what would the collective say? That's how they're looking at it. What would the collective say? And they're trying to use your words against you. What the essence? Your energy. Trying to use you against you. Man, you don't get your broke stank of foul front ass out of here. Is that clarity? Okay, I'll take it. Vision. We saw. And they feel like just by saying the word I love you was enough. Nope, actions need to be added to that too. You love me, show me. And you don't even have to say it, it will just be shown. You don't even have to say it. Well, like, oh, okay, do this person love me? Oh, they showed me, or you know what I mean? Oh, they gonna show you. Foul fronted fool with them. That's a tongue twister. Thank you, Darren. What? Reported you saw for following me here. Who is that? Please don't be arguing in the comments, child. Who is that? Oh, goodness. Don't bring y'all foolishness here now. Okay, now. Foul-fronted fool with their foolishness. A tongue twister. Oh, goodness. All right, let's see. Check in. Check-in is in reverse. So they are afraid to approach you. But they really gotta talk to you. It's like one of them moments like, oh, I gotta talk to him like that. It's bad. Who's bad? Not Michael Jackson bad, but it's bad, you know? Oh, because I'm bad, really, really bad. Woo! All right, you got gifts. Yeah, they want access to your gift. They want to check in with your gift. They want to check in with your energy. They want to check in to see what can they do to get back into your good graces or your good side of things. They have no empathy towards you. They're trying to trick you. They're trying to trick you. They're pathetic. They're pathetic with a P. They said by any means necessary. Okay. You just gotta let people be. Stay out the way, of course. If somebody says something to you, they threaten you, take that serious. Oh yeah, absolutely, take that serious. But you get yourself out of harm's way and you go on about your life, child. Do what you have to do in the correct way, of course. And, you know, you continue to live life. But when somebody, you know, acting crazy and obsessed with you because they want to be you, no. I don't want to ever hear nobody say, I'm obsessed with you. Oh, okay. Nah, don't be obsessed with me. I'm out. I don't want nobody obsessing over me. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, 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 nope. All right, somebody's from Dade County. I'm hearing the name Ketbah, 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 or Ketbah. I don't know what that is. Ketbah could be Egyptian. P-T-A-H, Taw, P-T-A-H, okay? Foam, F-O-A-M. Someone may have an overdose. Someone's taking heavy drugs. I'm hearing the name Charlene. I'm hearing poultry, Pulatine, Poland Springs. I'm hearing Katzbah. That's a B. Bombarded. Someone's bombarded with bills. If you're on the right side of things, you're going to get a release or you're going to receive a payment. I don't know who that resonates for. So your bills are paid or it's going to be paid on time, okay? It's like every month you second guess yourself as if things are going to be late, but things are right on time. I don't know who that message is for. Someone loves cloves, clover, Bledsoe. Someone, that could be someone's last name. Someone's making a book. Someone's creating a book. Someone's trying to create a story on your life that's going to backfire so badly. So badly. Man, the greed. People are so greedy. Somebody's going to Dave and Buster. Someone's name is D. Someone's name is Cleo, Cleveland. Blessing. Someone's name could be Blessing. Someone's receiving new shoes. Someone's going skating or skiing. Someone's buying a home with Keller Williams. SB13, I believe that's sunblock. So someone's going on vacation. Someone loves bees. You may have like a, what do you call that? You may keep your own bees to make honey. I forget what it's called. Beekeeper, I believe. Someone's name is Cleotis. Fonda. Rhonda. Donda. Wanda. Brenda. Bernice. Clemmings and Blemmings. Flemings. I'm hearing Joaquin with a J. Joaquin, Jaqin, I believe. Javier. I'm hearing street corn. Somebody listen to Young Jock. All right, I'm going to stop right there. All right, Taurus. Yeah, last names too. Ninth house. Mars. First house. Aquarius. Saturn. Second house. Sun. Aries. All right. So we got Capricorn. You could be, they could be. Leo. You could be, they could be. Aries. You could be, they could be. Pisces. You could be, they could be. Scorpio. You could be, they could be. Okay? So if that resonates, please like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Thank you so much. You still can, but you're still here, Paige. So you still have the opportunity to do that. So if it resonates with you in any way, shape, or form, please feel free to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell. Absolutely. You're welcome. See TikTok. You absolutely can. You can still live a great life. Not even a good life, a great life at that. Shoot. Absolutely. To be honest, those are the best when you're starting from the ground, literally from the ground. Like you're re-ground breaking yourself into the earth to a point where now that the foundation of the roots that you are going to create is going to be so sturdy that nothing can break it. Nothing can penetrate through it. So you had to go through that for a very, very important reason, however that resonates for you. But it's once you get out of it, you're going to be like, okay, this makes sense. Yeah. Yeah. So, yeah. So don't even say hope. We are. So that's another thing. Be careful as to how you word your words. Not hope, because if you hope is something that's not going to ever, it may not ever come. because you keep hoping for it to come. So it's like an anticipation to the want that you want or the need that you need. So I wouldn't say hope. I would say something like, we all have a beautiful life, or we are living a beautiful life moving forward. You know, something like that. So that way it do manifest. Oh, I did? Hey, Jafar. You're welcome. Hey, Mars Attack. All right, let me get off of here. It was great talking to you guys. Don't forget you can get a copy of my book. It's on Amazon, Ink and Emotions, a poetry journal. Thank you so much for your support. It is truly appreciated. I love you guys, and I will see y'all next time. See ya.